This game 4 has massive implications in the land. It could be a 3-2 by the end of this one. Jalen Duren is hoping for his breakout to come in a big way at a big time. For James. Game 4 coming off a critical Cavalier victory in Game 3. Final score.
Tobias Harris, team Tobias.
Sorry, Thompson, overtime late.
Jalen Duren.
The Pistons team that won the 60 games this year, and they are hoping that they can take the stranglehold on this series.
The other guy, he's on Louisville. Now we have number 4, Evan Mobley.
When you sign up, we are all set from the land. Cade Cunningham is hoping to throw a dagger through a series tie heading back to Detroit. Mark Davis, Josh Tiven, and Mitchell Irvin are 3 officials. And
there we go.
This one was perfect and claimed by Allen on the ricochet. James Harden, but if you asked him, as he said to Ashley Shamani after Game 3, what chatter heading into that game? 3 huge buckets to claim a win. I'll lob it up. Oh, Allen goes up high and then loses. Is courtesy of Cleveland. Harris, open look in transition, can't hit the 3. 35 points, 10 rebounds for Donovan Mitchell, one of just a few in Cleveland history with those numbers in a playoff game. He swoops it up short. Teams know each other like the back of their hands, but Kenny Atkinson said it's actually a lot more that we're trying. Throwing stuff at the wall, seeing what sticks. That's physicality. Jared Allen with a...
To attack Cade Cunningham as he comes off every pick and roll.
Robinson drive. Delivery. It's the cutter. Thompson. Outside, Robinson with 4 to shoot. It's a grenade for Cunningham, and he hits.
Of Robinson, all that attention there, creating an open look for his teammate, Cade Cunningham.
Now Mobley with a mismatch against Robinson. Puts the shoulder into his chest. Catch and shoot. Harden triple.
Wide open.
Cleveland shot the 3 ball pretty well by their own standards in Game 3. It's an engulfment inside. Mobley knocked it away from Duren on a second chance now for Harris. 4 to shoot. Harris working on Mitchell. The drive. The jumper is pure. Harris with 20 or more points in 8 straight games now in this playoff run. That's the longest stretch of his career, regular or postseason. Harden, tough triple. That doesn't go. And he struggled with foul trouble at times in this series, but he's been heavily impactful, but he loses the basketball. Harden scoops it up, finds his spot, takes his time, and knocks down a
Shooting off the bounce. But how about that? The defense getting a steal and an easy 3 for him in transition.
Shot it better from 3 in Game 3 as Duren takes flight. Good contest by...
Great start and a great continuation from Harden in this Game 4.
And he'll take it inside this time.
He had a great mixture of shot attempts. It was to the rim. It was the floater. It was the off-the-ball 3s. And then at late game, obviously, the big one.
Per game since his days in Houston, where he was the league's leading scorer and essentially an unstoppable offensive force. But he has told him, whatever you need me to do to win is what he's all about. And he has proven it over the last game and a half here. A knock away again. Dean Wade on the head. 16 to shoot. Cunningham will look for an option here. Detroit 2 for 6 to start this game. Cleveland 3 for 5. Robinson, tough dribble up. And it's off the heel. And he's feeling it early. Off the screen. Couldn't get downhill on Duren. Now he's got the switch. That means Allen's got the smaller Thompson. Heavily physical defender, but they want the ISO for Harden. Creates the space. And he doesn't get the roll. It's in. Cleveland with another quicker start than what we saw in the first couple games in Detroit. Mitchell on the drive. Kick. It's Harden again for 3. And it was almost unanimous. No, we need Dennis's energy coming off the bench. We're seeing that this starting unit has found a little bit more rhythm against the physicality that Detroit's bringing. 1 out of 2 for Allen. Detroit 2 for 7 to start this game, and another
on defense for Cleveland, causing all kind of problems here at the start for the Pistons.
Mobley spin, And Mobley's fouled by Thompson.
And then Evan Mobley early on going right at one of the elite defenders in the NBA.
Defend, but does sometimes get in foul trouble.
You don't want him to change who he is. That's kind of his secret ingredient there, the aggressiveness, but a little too aggressive in some of these games, and that will have to sit.
LeVert. Well,
they were unsure if he was going to play, dealing with that heel injury, and he comes right in, and he doesn't waste any time getting it going.
Look at the seal inside.
Jalen Duren, it's been a tough first 5 minutes of this game for him.
already 4 team fouls on Detroit. Harden can't hit that time. So the Cleveland will be in the bonus the rest of the way. 6.5 to play in this opening quarter. Detroit 3 for 8, but they do have the 5 early turnovers that led to 11 points. LeVert, the drive in, the long strides, and the tough finish.
How about Cleveland? They just kept seeking out the Duren matchup. Detroit kept trying to rotate out of it. Cleveland wasn't having it.
Just past the midway point of this first quarter. Duren the seal. Going right at Mobley, and he spins for 2.
And that's a goodie there, but great seal, great footwork and finish.
Mitchell the cross. Mobley open. 3 ball up. And short on rebound to Cunningham. Duren in the regular season, 19.5 points per game. He's averaging just 10.4 so far in the playoffs this year. LeVert, another jumper. Danis Jenkins and Isaiah Stewart in the game for Detroit. Strus, Struder, and Tyson on the floor now for Cleveland. Jared Allen, 3 points and a rebound in the early going. Now Strus, hook it. Harden's been the aggressor, and he floats it up too strong. Rebound poked around.
First quarter for Detroit. Once they value the basketball, they've been able to get good shot opportunities, and most importantly, get back and set up their defense.
And that's really been the key for J.B. Bickerstaff. He feels like if you get them in the half court defensively, he likes their chances of going on lengthy runs. We've seen it through the season. Tobias Harris.
Harris just using his size, working him down, and getting to that turnaround jumper.
Allen looking to back him down on the other side. He lost it momentarily, and then he couldn't finish. Jenkins looking to push. Stewart running rim to rim. He's got the mismatch with Schroeder. The catch and finish.
High and just go right up with it.
14-2 run since LeVert checked in. And now LeVert tight defense on Strus, who Kenny Atkinson said made the game-winning play with that steal on the inbounds on Cade Cunningham in the 4th in Game 3. And that's a double dribble. James Harden trying to argue that it was 11 points. Got 11 of the 18 with Mitchell now back on the floor. Mitchell, Mobley, Strus, Schroeder, and Tyson. Jenkins bounce. Stewart really shuffled the feet. Had it negated at the rim by Mobley. Stewart got it back and then knocked quarter for Detroit. Mitchell on LeVert. LeVert cut him off. Half the shot clock gone. Mitchell wants to go to work. He'll float it up. Short on the float.
And once again, great help there from Evan Mobley there, causing him to maybe miss that shot. I've been impressed with his activity on defense.
He's just been around the ball.
2 shot attempts so far for Mitchell, who was very aggressive early in the first quarter of Game 3. He'll float it up, and it's in and out. Ball fake. Jumper. Off the heel. Long rebound. Jenkins. He'll push the pace.
He can fly.
Jenkins attacked right on Schroeder. Off the first. Cleveland started 4 of 7, but have gone 1 for their last 8, giving up that early 11-point lead. Mobley on the outside. Good defense by Stewart. Strus, 8 to shoot. He'll step into it. And it's collected by Stewart.
Last few minutes, that was a point of emphasis for J.B. Bickerstaff coming into this game.
Cunningham working on Mitchell. He'll step back for 3. And it goes right. Mobley with his 2nd rebound. He's got 4 points, an assist, and 2 steals. Schroeder a blur to the bucket.
When he put stopping him, he read that perfectly. The turn down was absolutely the play there.
LeVert tees it up. Book it for Karis LeVert.
Contributor off the bench here in the first quarter.
It's just a team that doesn't have a ton of long-term playoff experience. 35th playoff game for LeVert coming in as a vet. Deep one off the mark.
He has played big here in this first quarter.
Jalen Tyson go to the free throw line with Cleveland in the bonus. They have yet to commit a team foul themselves. Seen his minutes go down a little bit from the regular season, but Kenny Atkinson has loved his defense at the point of attack, especially against Cade.
Defender, and you see picking up full court, just trying to wear down Cunningham throughout the course of this game.
Approaching 1 minute to play in the first. Cunningham step back, and he puts it down.
And with the size, and always lethal from the mid-range.
Mobley swing. Strus on the outside. Off the screen. Couldn't turn the corner. And Schroeder can't touch it. Jenkins trying to get there first. Nice track down by Mobley. 4 to shoot. He'll let it fly. That's short. And then he rush. Cunningham on Mitchell. Drive. Sidestep. Kick out. Jenkins. Extra goes to Holland. Off the heel. And it swipes
To us when we talk, we mess up. We mess up.
1.2 seconds left in the first. Schroeder get it in. Mitchell gets it off. Oh, and it near.
A couple of good drives into the paint area, just unable to convert on that floater, but interesting to see. Donovan's going to have to get going here in this quarter for the Cavs.
They are now 2 of their last 14 from the floor. This Vaughn battling for position with Duncan Robinson. It's the first foul period against the Cavaliers.
And there's so much respect for Duncan Robinson, particularly as a screener. How do you defend that? Cleveland having done that last play, as you mentioned, making them pay.
Duren on the outside, 8 to shoot. Cunningham surveys. Duren's going to attack right at Mobley. The slow step for the
Duren have all that much success in those off-the-dribble isolations, but there he wins the battle, and maybe that jump starts his offense.
Merrill drive and kick. Open man is Mobley, and he's on target.
Well, he finally time there. I like that for him. Better than the pull-up off the bounce three.
Still a lot of contact between Robinson and Merrill. Now Robinson will drive, he'll float, and he's fouled. Merrill
To get aggressive. We saw a nice rim run and seal. Off the bounce there. He's starting to get going and needs to contribute inside for the Pistons.
Meanwhile, that's the second foul on Sam Merrill in the first 90 seconds of game 1. Missed the second half of game 1, missed game 2. And Kenny Atkinson felt like they missed his presence in the second half of game 1 and certainly all of game 2.
Well, no, it's something to watch.
Face guarding Donovan Mitchell. These are the numbers that kind of back up Kenny Atkinson's point. This year, they were 37-15 when Sam Merrill played. He missed a number of games with hand, hamstring, ankle, and hip injuries. They went 15-15 in those 30 games without.
That's a great stat.
I agree. Shout out to our department for putting it together. Mitchell, kick it. Strus, open look. Hits a 3.
Well, Mitchell has Sue in finding his open shooter in Max Strus.
Cleveland now 5 of 14 from 3. Detroit efficient 4 of 8 to start this game. LeVert, tough one. That goes.
It really is. He is feeling it. Doing it in a variety of ways.
His highest of this playoff run already with 12 points. Mobley had it stripped by LeVert.
Maybe a little bit of an overhelp there from Ron Holland. You give up a wide open 3, and then Karis LeVert snaking this thing back. Sam Merrill in the picture.
Strus with space. Short on this 3. Thompson back on the floor with the 2 fouls. Duren, Robinson, Cunningham, and LeVert. LeVert. And he finally cools off. Just his second miss so far tonight. Mitchell drive and kick. Strus on the attack. Floated inside. A little high for Evan Mobley and a turnover. And then takes it right back. Strus taking off for 2.
Wow.
Duren will try. Comes up short. Screen for Merrill. Mitchell put the head down on Robinson. Outside Harden. Merrill, the open man. Connects on a 3.
In a roll here. The Strus is loose with the juice. And the dribble penetration leading to open 3s. And the Cavs are rolling.
Well, I learned from the best. Ours here, you got to show up.
No doubt. The NBC tradition continues as Thompson finishes enough to get the whistle.
But Grant, early offense again, early attack from Mobley, and it leads to a wide open catch and shoot 3 for James Harden.
So Robinson will pick up his second team foul against Detroit. Dean Wade and Schroeder check in here for Cleveland with Merrill, Mobley, and Harden, and a kickball out of bounds off of Cunningham with a starting 5 out there for the Pistons. Points for Detroit off of those turnovers. It has been a theme throughout these playoffs so far, and this series in particular, the team who has won that turnover battle has generally won the game. Another good look, and another hit for Merrill.
You talked about Mets on dribble penetration, and Cleveland just making them pay from the three-point line.
11 points, 4 assists for Harden, and then the strip on Duran. Schroeder off to the races. He'll slow it down and wait for reinforcements. It's Harden against Robinson on the drive and the kick.
Fantastic pass in transition there from Harris. And look, right now, Detroit, they haven't played well. It's a tie game here.
They're leaving Merrill, and he can't make him pay this time.
He's so impressive. Always gets the shot that he wants right there. And Harden and Schroeder unable to stop him in transition going to the rim.
Look, granted, that's only the 4th fast break point for Detroit. So I love that off that stop, Detroit was opportunistic, that they looked to go get there.
Now 8 points and 4 assists, coming off his second triple-double in his playoff career. That's now tied for the most in Detroit history with Isaiah Thomas. But the 6 second-half turnovers really plagued his team down the stretch, and he took full accountability for it post-game. Schroeder, 8th three of the night for Cleveland compared to just 4 so far for Detroit. Cunningham working on Wade on the drive and the kick. Thompson gets it right back to him. 6 to shoot. Hook it inside. Good catch in traffic for Thompson. Nearly traveled. Then he threw it over for LeVert. Jenkins out there as well with Cunningham, Duran, and Harris. Barrett Allen back on the floor. Wade, Harden, Schroeder, and Merrill round out the 5. It's past the midway point of the second. Schroeder had it knocked away. Picked clean by Harris on the fast break. LeVert, that was awkward, but it was effective.
But it's been anything the Cavs have got a guard against active hands there. I believe Tobias Harris, he gets a piece, and that starts the break for the Pistons.
First points off of turnovers for Detroit, and they get another one on that next possession. 5th turnover of the night for Cleveland during the early post. And he was so...
Has given up 22 three-pointers where Cleveland's made 8. But every time Cleveland goes into the paint, Detroit's hands are there. And they are not going to let
Have to throw it out to Dean Wade and make him be a volume three-point shooter.
Half the shot clock on here for Cunningham. Now it's Harris against Harden. We're going to back him down with 5 to shoot. Cross, drive. Harris had a block by Jared Allen, but recovered by Stewart. Evan Mobley getting right back to the basket.
And I like when Mobley puts it on the floor, gets to the basket, uses that length to his advantage. From Mobley, but once again, his activity, his energy, his impact on the defensive end, it's noticed.
And the struggles continue. Tonight on Prime Video, Game 4, Oklahoma City goes for the sweep in LA at 10:30 Eastern Time. Then Tuesday, which is tomorrow, NBC and Peacock, Minnesota, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. For more on these games, please go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. Were you guys curious? Well, then I realized in my head, that's tomorrow.
It kind of felt like a Sunday, so I'm glad you clarified.
All right. I'm glad that you feel so comfortable with us that every day feels like Sunday. LeVert on the drive, and he has pulled off substantial.
Pistons fouls on number 28, Isaiah Stewart. His second, Kings 4.
Talking to the official, he thought he had been fouled, and Jared Allen.
Mobley right back to Mitchell. Trying to go two-man game. It was knocked away into the hands of Harden. Strus back on the floor, attacking on LeVert. And Strus had it stripped off his leg out of bounds.